It is the last day of KGW's summer-long series, Drew at the Zoo.
It's been fun having Drew teach us all about all the different animals that live at the Oregon Zoo. And last on his list, the condors. So give us the big introduction, Drew.
Of course, I cannot provide these lessons on my own. I need the help of zoo staff. Fantastic staff joining us all summer long. The latest of which is this guy, Travis Coons, curator of birds here at the Oregon Zoo. And while we could have this shot of you and I for our viewers, we'd rather show those guys above our heads. 2 of the 4 California condors that live within the Condors of the Columbia exhibit here at the Oregon Zoo. And look at that one guy just kind of spreading his wings on this Tuesday morning. There is so much to talk about with these birds. The first ever animal listed on the endangered species list back in 1973. The Oregon Zoo is playing a huge role in saving this species. And while this exhibit, Travis, is beautiful and this allows people to come out and connect with the California condor, the real work is happening off-site. Tell me about the Johnson Center for Wildlife Conservation out there in Clackamas County and what's happening there.
Yeah, that's correct. There's 2 dedicated staff members. We have a third that help basically run that facility. There's 38 birds out there currently. Just this year alone, we had 7 chicks. The Oregon Zoo has since in about the last 14 years, released 60 of these birds back into the wild. And we do have some more that we're going to be releasing this year. So there's a lot that goes on out there, and that is definitely the heart of the operation from the Oregon's perspective.
30 years ago in the late 1980s, we were down to 22 California condor. I mean, 22 left in existence.
We were on the teetering, man. We're teetering.
And now we're bringing these birds back. And you said even there's 4 birds from that facility in Clackamas County, the Johnson Center, 4 birds that are about to be released back into the wild. And how tricky a process is that? Yeah,
that's correct. We've got 2 males, 2 females. They're all owned by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, so they kind of tell us where they go. 3 of the birds will be going to California release and 1 for Arizona. We have what's called field release sites there. They'll go, they'll learn from other birds, they'll be in there with other birds from the other facilities in LA, San Diego, Boise, Idaho, and then they'll spend about 6 months in these release pens before they're turned out into the wild.
And then we cross our fingers and hope they continue to thrive. Steve, have you tried to show the other 2 birds yet? This is a very tricky television move. Live on TV, we have 2 condors that we can see for sure, but now we will move the live camera to see if the great camera Steve can find the other 2 California condor, and he has them. He's giving me the nod. He has them within sight. We have time for one more topic, and this is an important one, Travis. How people can help, because humans are really causing the demise of this creature. 2 things, lead poisoning and trash. What's up? How do we stop this?
Absolutely. Lead poisoning is one of the big things, so educating our hunters that there's really no difference. Use copper bullets. The copper bullets are just as accurate, just as capable of doing the job, but they don't cause the problem that the lead poisoning the bullets do.
Because the condors are feeding on the carcasses that are shot by the hunters, that are filled with all that lead. They get the lead poisoning, they die. And then trash.
Micro trash is a big problem. I mean, you don't think about it, but when you're opening your granola bar and that little corner of trash, you have to secure that piece of trash. A little flashy thing on the ground, a condor, a turkey vulture, a black vulture, they're curious animals, they're going to pick that up. They go and they feed it to their chick. Enough of that gets impacted, they die. They only make 1 chick every 2 years. So just keeping track of our trash, using the correct ammunition, we're really causing this problem, and we can really help spur this growth on and recovery of the species.
And the Oregon Zoo is doing their part to help the problem, guys. We're out of time, actually way over our time limit, so we have to say a quick goodbye. We thank Travis. We thank the Oregon Zoo for the summer-long series. It's been a blast. Drew at the Zoo. Steve, we should probably end with a shot of the animals.
Or end on a happy dance from Drew.
At the zoo.
Oh, a happy dance.
Because that was kind of sad.
Okay.
Do a little dance. There we go. That's a good way to go out.
Great info, in the happy dance?
Really, how we can all help.
Thank you, Drew.
Thanks for that.
That's great.
Bravo.
Oh, wonderful.